Yeah, we should do it.
You want me to dim the lights?
So, where's your shirt on?
Yeah.
Where's yours?
Okay.
I'll go get one here.
That's your,
I felt like I'd rather go second.
Yay!
can't go right with it.
Hold on. Don't start with that. I know, university. You have to write out.
Are you taking a video?
Yeah, I was gonna try.
Yeah, there's a...
Did you see him in that?
Took a while, eh? Streetcar west. Streetcar to the Humber Loop? And bus. Sorry, go to
Oh, that's way smart.
It's easy.
Yeah.
It took me over an hour. Probably a bit longer.
Got it.
You can try to mess it up. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for much.
Whereas the, you know, we took some buses pretty fast. Right, okay.
It's not recording yet.
I mean, I'm right on the borderline. Pretty easy.
Yeah.
It was about,
We gotta take a picture.
Yeah, we should take a few pictures.
you know what, the actual, probably have like not much. There's half a bit of walking, you know, it's actually pretty good. Where did we go again? Across the back. Oh, yeah, so, it might be worth it though.
I think it would be, yeah.
No way. I can't do that. I need to drink it.
I'm waiting for Scott.
Yeah, we're good. Alex.
Yeah.
Not that much. Yeah. Are you waiting for Kevin?
No, I'm waiting for Scott and Kevin. But
Oh.
I can start.
You could probably start.
It's Kevin. Friends. No. Okay. Hello everyone. Welcome to Drupal Camp. And oh, this is Scott. This is not Scott. My name is Clément Hurel. As you guys will notice, I have a strong accent from France, and so it's because I'm French. I'm here in Canada since 8 months, so if you don't understand what I'm saying, just ask me, I will repeat with a better accent, maybe. It's not sure. Okay, let's start this. So, this is my name. In French, there is an accent and everything. You can contact me by this mail. I'm working at Zephyr here in Toronto, and so you can contact me as you want. My Drupal nickname is Hurel, and this is my LinkedIn. If you want to add me, you can. We can be friends. Okay, so today I'm here to speak about Merlin, which is a new module I've been working on since 2 or 3 months, I think. So Merlin used BIAT. So I will make a quick overview of BIAT. And after I will explain what is Merlin. And so just to know, some guys here already work with BIAT? Oh, okay. Okay, some. Cool. But I will make an overview of it. And after I will make a demo and question and answer for sure at the end. Okay. Oh. Okay, so BIAT. Let's start with that. So BIAT is a tool for BDD. BDD is behavior-driven development. So it's a new way to develop software and websites. So it's pretty cool. You should read a lot of stuff about it. I won't make a presentation about this because this is a big issue, and in 1 hour I don't have the time for that. But most of the stuff is to have stories human readable. This is one of the most important things in behavior-driven development. So when a customer comes with you and say, "Hey, I want that," the BDD wants you to write human readable stories. So as you can know, yeah. So these human readable stories are written in Gherkin. Gherkin is a language which computer can understand and human can understand. It's a bridge between computer and people. And BIAT reads this Gherkin in PHP and executes this code. I will show you some examples, so don't worry. So I use BIAT because it's in PHP and Drupal is in PHP, so this is a match. There's a lot of Gherkin interpreter. There's in JavaScript and all this stuff, but we will use it in PHP. And you can see this website to know more about it. It's really cool. It's a really cool technology. You will see. Okay, so how it works. So the client writes a functional requirement or anything, or just a mail. We say, "Hey, we want a user login on our website," for example. We change this into Gherkin scenarios so that the computer can understand and the human can understand. This is really important that both of them can understand what we want. And so after this Gherkin is gone on BIAT, and BIAT reads this and makes the test and see if everything is okay with what we want. Okay. Okay. So Gherkin, the language human readable, have some requirements. So there is stories and there is scenarios. A story is a bundle of scenarios. The stories just describe a big picture of what we want, and every scenario is one test. So the computer will only read the scenarios. This is just for human, so they can understand what is going on here. So in the story, we always use this in order to, as I want to. So for example, in order to log in to the website, as a user, I want to see the forms, the login form. This is an example. This is not the data, but yeah. And scenarios are given when then. This is really structured because computer have to understand this, and human too. So this is a structured language, and you have to use this. So given is given I am on the home page, for example. When I'm clicking on login, then I should see the login forms. So this is really structured language for matching, for a computer to understand. Okay, so this is a really quick example, just to show you how it works. And that's it. Okay, so feature. So as you can see, we find in order as a I am. So in order to find a word definition as a website user, I'm able to search for a word. So this is only for user. They can understand the concept of what we are building. And this is a scenario. So this is really a test. So we can make this test everywhere we want. So, given I am on this page, which is the main page of Wikipedia, we will make the test on Wikipedia, just to make sure. When I fill in search with Tyranno, and I press go, then I should see Tyrannosaurus. Okay? Okay, this is really a small example, but it's a good test. So, here is exactly the same. Everybody can see the screen? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So exactly the same test. This is a file. So here we are on Biat. So when you download Biat and install it, it's like that. I won't download it and install it because it takes a lot of time. Not so much, but I don't have this time on this presentation, so I already prepare everything. Just let you know that there's just a configuration that says that we want to test this on Firefox, and this is my version of Firefox, but everyone can have his version. And yeah, so when we run this test, we can see what happened. So let's run it. What is
It's launched.
it's launching? Is doing something?
Yeah.
Okay. Apparently, it should do something. Or not. What's happening? I'm just kidding. Yeah. Oh. Whoa. What is that? Okay. Let's try it again. Okay. This is better. Okay. Sorry. So it's going on the Wikipedia. He searched for Tyranno, and it's processing all the web page to searching for Tyrannosaurus. So this is really quick, but I will show you the example. Okay. So I'm on the wiki main page. When I fill search with Tyranno and I press go, then I should see Tyrannosaurus. This is really simple. Every human can understand it, and as you can see, computer can understand it and test this in a real browser. This is really awesome. This technology is really awesome. So I just remake the test just for you guys. And yeah. So you have log for that. You say everything here, so I'm on that page, and it's green, it's good. In technology, when it's green, it's good. Most of the time, most of the time. Yeah, so he finds this string, so he says, okay, everything went well. So, well, this is really a basic test on Biat, but how does it work? You cannot write whatever you want. If you are writing something like, and I will rock you, for example, and it will say, okay, I'm a machine, but I cannot understand everything. Oh, you will test. What? Okay, yeah, so this is in French, sorry, because I'm a French, but it just say, I don't know this, I will rock you, steps. So you have a list of steps you can do. So you can have this list by this command. And you will see, oh, this one. There's a lot of sentences, which is a step. We name a sentence in a step. And this is not really readable. But for example, this one, the checkbox should be checked. So this is a test for see if the checkbox is checked. So yeah, you have a lot of basic steps, and this is a list of what you have. But which is really good with Beat is you can have your custom steps. If you know PHP, you can write your steps for your application. So if you need something like I'm waiting for the auto-completion, you can write it. It's not really hard. You just have to go on the Beat site and see the documentation and follow it, and everything will be okay. Okay, so this is Beat. Beat and Drupal. So a lot of guys in the Drupal community say, okay, this technology is really cool. We should use it for Drupal. So there's a Drupal extension for Beat. So it expands the Beat with a lot of steps only for Drupal. So testing that as this role, I can do that, stuff like that. It's really cool. Actually, if you want to test a Drupal site, you have to get this extension. It's really, really, really cool. And this extension also have a way for every module to add its own steps. So every module can have a .beat, I think, file where it can add his steps. This is not really used in the community, which is bad, but maybe one day if Beat is really used, everyone will write his own step. Okay, and there's a group, a Beat group with 200 people, I think, in it. And if you need help on Beat, or if you just want to discover what Drupal do with Beat, you can check this group. Okay, so it was a really, really, really quick overview of Beat. If you want to know more about Beat and BDD, you can go to the Henrik presentation. I think it's tomorrow at 4. Maybe not. The 10. We don't know. But yeah, you can go there. It will explain you a lot of things. Not only Beat, because Beat is really a development tool, but BDD is much more than that. It's about all the process and all this stuff. Okay, so therefore we use Beat for testing, but we have some idea about how to use it for anything else. So we have the idea of Merlin. So what is Merlin? You have a spreadsheet. The basic idea is having a spreadsheet and create all the tests in Beat to build components. So as you can see, Beat can go on the website and fill a form and hit a button and stuff like that. Exactly what we do in Drupal. So for example, if you want to create a content type, we can go on the content type page and fill the form and hit save. And it will create a content type. So the basic idea of Merlin is from the spreadsheet, where we put every information we need, we create Beat test that after we create everything on our Drupal. So this is really the first step of Merlin, and we already use it on some websites. You will see it's really cool. And the second step is, okay, so now we have every of this component, we can create the Beat test for this component because we know what we want to test. So we can test a field, we can test a taxonomy, we can test everything we want. Because from the spreadsheet we have every information we need. So this is really the basic idea of Merlin, and I will show you a demo of this. Okay, so some history before. So, okay. This is the first spreadsheet I get. So I am the developer of Merlin, and Sean, where is here? Just give me this spreadsheet. It was the first one, so you see, it's gave me all the field, type, widget, machine, and with that, it's really a mess, but it was the first one, so it's always cool to have. There's a lot of stuff. And we built this website. So this website is built on Merlin. So Merlin just takes the spreadsheet that I show you and create every component of it. And after there's a lot of work to make this really cool, but at least it built a really good web start for the website. So yeah, this is the history. Yeah, it's a nice website. It's in French too. Cool. Everything is in French. Okay. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Okay. So now it's time for the demo. I will make a quick demo to see you guys understand how it works and if it's really work. But yeah. Okay. So when you download Merlin, it comes with a template. So I'm going here. Oh, Merlin. Template. So there's an example and there's a template. The example is just to help people to understand how to fill it, and we will open the template. So it's a ODS. ODS is an open source spreadsheet, which is OpenOffice. Drupal is open source, so I wanted a format that is open source, so I use this one. So here is the spreadsheet. It's a big one, we see. So here you can see, I don't know if you can read because it's really little. Oh, sorry. Okay. And there's all the components we can build with Merlin. So there's features, view mode, content type, field group, field, layout, display, and taxonomy. For the moment, this works. So I don't add more, but in the future we will add more like field collection, menu item, stuff like that. We can build everything we want. If there is a UI for it, because Viat needs a UI to go and to create stuff. But if there is a UI, why not create this component? Okay, so let's say for the demo we want to create a media room, something like that. So image, video, and stuff like that. So let's start. Okay, so we want one feature. If I'm not clear, just ask me, because this is really Drupal stuff. You should understand what is that. But if you don't, just tell me. I will explain you. So let's say we want a media room. Can I zoom? Let's say this. Is it better?
Yeah.
No. You can do it. Okay. So feature name. Let's create a media room. So the feature will be media room, like that. Configuration. Yes. For media room. Every field is not mandatory, so you are not to fill every field, but you can do it. So let's like it like that, because package version and paths, we don't need that. It will create it automatically. I don't think we need a view mode, because default and teaser will be enough, I think, for a media room. Let's imagine we have a view with the teaser, and when we click on it, we have the default view. So I don't think we need a view mode. Okay, I think we need two content type, like media room images. And okay, so here you have some help. Up, and which is really cool with spreadsheet is you can copy paste. So here I'm just creating two content type. This is really quick. Okay, so here we are on the field group. So we will create one field group for each content type. So let's say for the image, I want image description. I don't know. and say we want the field set, and the feature will be medium. Okay, so let's copy that. Oh, not here. And say same thing for the video. Okay, so we have our field group. I don't think there's any error. Yeah, it's alright. So let's move on. Create some field, maybe. So for the image we want image file, which is the image file. Let's put an image, and widget, let's put image. Okay, so we want a category maybe from, okay, so is image categories, which is, I think, term reference, which is a taxonomy, and let's say autocomplete. Okay, and let's create the video. So which will be a file, I think. So this is just for field. We can create a lot more, but for this demo I won't. Oh, this is free field. Let's create another one. So let's copy this one and say we want video YouTube. Let's create a YouTube field. Okay, so we have 4. Oh, I just forgot to set the parent. Let's say we want them in the field group we just created. So here you have the list of the field group. So the image, I want it in the image description. Image here on the video, and here on the video. So really basic field, 4 field, everyone in the field group. And yeah, this is basically what we want in a media room section. So just file, categories, and YouTube. Okay. So we can put some layouts. Let's say we will configure only the default because I'm lazy, but we can configure everything. For the image, let's say we want the default and 1 column. Let's say that. This is really Drupal basic stuff. So this is for display suite. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm doing here, but it's display suite. So yeah, it's really Drupal. And let's copy that and create one for the video. Okay, so we can have, for every field, we can have a display too. So I will just create one for one field to show you how it works, but it's not really interesting. Okay, so let's say for the default, the field is the image. For the image, in default, I will put the label hidden and put it on the content. Okay, so just the image on the default display suite.
You have disabled instead of content for region. Did you
Oh,
make it
yeah.
with content?
Oh, I wanted to include it. Thank you. Okay, this is content. Yeah. So you can do this with every field for sure. It will do it. Okay, so I think we are done. We just have a taxonomy. We can create image category for the. Yeah, just image category and put the good feature. So yeah, it takes me 5-6 minutes to do it. As you can see, it's not it's really quicker than on Drupal. Because this is a spreadsheet, so you can copy paste. This is you don't have to go into the menu and stuff like that, and you can create everything you want in it. Not everything, but a lot of stuff. So let's test this. So, oh, I think I saved it on the. Oh, okay, on the template. So let's say template media room.ods. Let's go on our website. So I just create a really basic website, a Drupal website with almost nothing. Okay. Yeah, this is my website. So it's a Drupal installation basic with some module I had, like YouTube field, because I want a YouTube field. There's nothing in it, as you can see. So yeah, let's go into the Merlin page. So in system there's Merlin magic, because this is main of magic. So Merlin need your username, because you have to go through your website to create your stuff. So you need the access and the credentials to this. So just give it the admin password. You can give it a user password if you want. If you don't care, just you need the permission to do it. And yeah, so you can choose if you want automatic test and seed building. So we want both of them. So we check them. And let's say. Let's put this here and click on submit. It will take some time because you have a lot of things and we create a lot of stuff. Oh, well, he's not creating for the moment. He's just thinking. Okay, so it gives you a zip. I don't know what to say it in English. So if you are going into your download, which is téléchargement in French, if you want to know. And you have a zip, you unzip it, and you have two folders, build and test. So the build is for building and test is for testing. And you have a building.feature. So we can have a quick look if you want to see what's happening here. Okay, so you remember the Viat stuff? Okay, so let's say we want to create a content type. Given on admin structure type add, when I fill name with media room image and I press save content type. This will create a content type. Okay? You don't believe me? I will show you.
I don't believe
Okay, so let's go into our.
It's like actually how to do it. So I don't have to do it.
Okay, so let's run this. So build the ad for the stuff and see what happens. So no, oh, you know what? I have the bad configuration. Yeah, we just go into Wikipedia and try to build something on Wikipedia. Not a good idea at all. So here, on the Viat, I just have to.
It would have been awesome if it worked.
Yeah.
We rebuilt it.
Or like signs in and just starts changing articles.
So let's put my website URL here and retry it. And so please relax. Take your seat. Listen to some music and see everything. Oh, it's magical. So it's creating every component one by one. This is awesome.
And you just automated everyone in the room out of the job.
Very good.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say.
Just one quick question while this is going. You could technically tie into the Drupal API to have this all happen outside the browser, right?
Yeah, we can do it with the Drupal API, but you have to go into each module and to understand how they did that to create your component. And if they change it, you don't know how to do it. Here, you're just using the UI, so you're sure the UI is good, you're sure you're creating what you need, and you're sure you have every function you need.
Theoretically, you could also extend this to do stuff like content entry.
Yeah,
You
for
can
sure.
extend it to work for WordPress.
You
You
can
can
do a
extend
lot
it
of
to work for Joomla if you're so inclined.
You can do a lot of stuff. It's just the idea is here. It's just using Beat not for testing, but for creating. You can do stuff like that. Yes.
I think this is a really creative way to do it, and I just noticed that one example of the setup here was you were using Display Suite.
Yeah.
Is Merlin sort of dependent on having an existing suite of modules?
Okay, so
specifically?
Merlin will try to create everything. If he finds a for buffer, he just continue and say, okay, this one I cannot build this because I have a for buffer. And so yeah, you see everything is right because I just have the implementation, but in the future I will do for sure dependency stuff. So when he reads the spreadsheet, if he sees some modules that is not installed, he will say, okay, I cannot create that because I don't have this module.
But I don't need to have Display Suite enabled in order to
Yeah,
use this,
you
right?
can do this and just don't fill the display with shit. I don't know what it is.
No, I know exactly what you mean.
Data.
Is the spreadsheet component of this, so where you're reading in the spreadsheet, is that pluggable? Could I switch that to a Google spreadsheet or
Not for the moment.
okay.
But maybe it's a good idea for.
Patches welcome?
Exported as OBS.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
The original spreadsheet was a Google Doc spreadsheet,
Yeah,
and then
it was
we just exported it so it would be a file type that you could actually upload into a Drupal interface.
So you can go into your website after that, just to see if it's working for you. Okay. So let's go to the content type. Just see if everything is alright. Yeah. So we have actual new content type. I don't put any description, so it's not very good. We have the feature with everything in it, so which is good because yeah, so it's really cool. It's working, and also you have a second candy. It's a test. So they give you all the tests for everything you just built. So let's try to run this test. So if you're going into your download, which is téléchargement still. We can have a quick look of the test. So he creates one test file for every feature. I have only one feature, so it's why it's media room that feature. But for every feature, we create a test. And yeah, so here we have a lot of work to do on the test because we just start testing stuff. But I have a QA guy here who will help me for sure. Yeah, so he's testing every content type and every field. So if the field image category, I should see an image category text field form element. So it tests if in the form there is a good field. This is useful, I can say to you. Okay, let's try this maybe. It's not really interesting because everything will be green, I hope. But this is like the second candy. Okay. So, just let you know guys that I put, you can run Beat on a console sort of browser, which is really fast. Here I put it on Firefox, so you can, yeah, it's better because you can see what's happening and see everything working automatically. But if you need to do it really fast, and you can do it on the console. Not for every component because some need JavaScript, but most of them don't need JavaScript. So yeah, everything is right. So you use the text field, etc., etc. So yeah.
There's new drivers that allow you to do JavaScript also in
Oh,
console.
in console?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
which is
have
good.
forgotten the name of it, but it's something fairly fresh.
Salary? Maybe? No, I don't know. Okay.
Post something.
So this can only be run on a machine that has a browser, so you can't run it remote.
This is a console version of browsers, but yes, you need a browser to do this.
Okay, so you can only run it on your laptop or desktop.
And there's a
Because I see that it says, it says JavaScript and then pops up Firefox and then enters the stuff. Because
yeah,
Selenium is one thing that you can script.
yeah. This is
in the-
Selenium. This is using Selenium actually.
So we had Selenium as the backend.
As a lot of driver, there's one driver for Selenium. There's one for other type of browser, which one is only in console. So if you need to run test on a server, you can do it. But apparently, for the moment, there's no JavaScript on the console. But apparently, there's a new one which allow you to have JavaScript on the console, which you can make your test.
Okay.
Maybe.
But the Selenium server server communicates with your local machine, so you can run it on the server and it'll launch the browser on
You can do that.
your local machine and operate there, because
The way I run Selenium is just use the extension in Firefox and run from there, so there is no server component at all.
you can set it up so
site
there's a
itself
server
is remote.
component and there's a client component,
Yeah.
and they talk to each other, so you
Okay.
can run it on the server, and you can run the test on the server, and it'll communicate with your browser
Okay.
on your local machine. It's another story, but it can be done.
Okay, so why using Merlin? This is another question, because this is cool, but you won't use it everywhere. So first of all, is doing something with the documentation. When you start a project, you create sometimes a big spreadsheet, with all the content elements, stuff like that, and you don't use it. Here you can use it to create your website. This is really cool. You can try your build. So imagine you have a new project, you are in the sprint 0, and you want to test a build, so a bunch of content type with taxonomy and stuff like that. Okay, just make it on the spreadsheet, making Merlin doing it, and test it. If it's not good, it's not a big deal. You just have to reinstall Drupal and change your spreadsheet. It's really cool. You can also have all the test suite for all the content type you create, so it's cool. And you win a lot of time, because editing in spreadsheet is really faster than on the website. So this is why you should use Merlin. And when you use Merlin, you can use it when you want, but I recommend you to use it in sprint 0 to test your content type, your component, and just before the project commences. So you have the idea of what you need, but you will test it and see if it's working. Or just at the beginning of the new section of the site. So imagine you have a big site and a new big section will come. So test it on your website. Never use it on production site for sure, because you will go into and do stuff and you will never know exactly what you will do. So I won't recommend using on production site. Go on local and test it and see really good. And everything is in feature, so everything you create here is in feature, so you can just export them to your production site with feature. So do it on local. Okay, so the future, because I've been working on Merlin since 3 months, so this is really the start of this module. I think the idea is really cool, and I love doing that, but we can do better. We can do better testing, because for the moment, testing is just see if the component is on the form, which is not really interesting. We have to think about it, maybe do a CRUD creation with update, delete stuff on every component we create. So see if your website is working well, automatically. Yes, so we can do better on that, for sure. We can manage dependencies, so as we say. So if you don't have the good field on your website, you can say, hey, just download this module before using it. We can do more components, so like field collection, menu item. As long as there is a UI element for creating it, Merlin can do it. It's not a big deal. User role, everything, permission, we can do this. The maybe the issue is the spreadsheet, because spreadsheet can be really long and really unclear, and maybe sometimes the Drupal UI will be more faster than the spreadsheet. We don't want to recreate Drupal in a spreadsheet. This is not the idea of Merlin. This is just helping you to be faster in creating websites. Okay, for sure we will make a Drush extension. As you can see, Merlin is just a spreadsheet reader that transforms everything in BAT test. So we don't need Drupal at all. I create a Drupal module because I'm a Drupal developer, but we can do it everywhere we want. So Drush extension will be for sure one of the next step. And if the module is really cool and everybody loves it, I'm sure I will use the hook for every new module to implement their implementation of Merlin. And maybe one day we can editing the spreadsheet on Drupal because there's some module to do that, like Google Doc in Drupal. And so, but I'm not sure it's a really good value for Merlin. I'm not sure about that. And Drupal 8, but for the moment we aren't sure of the UI of Drupal 8, so I'm waiting until everything is clear and sure. Okay. So just want to thank Sean Ryu, who is creating the first spreadsheet, and say, hey, can you make something with that? And he gave me the idea of Merlin. And me, because he helped me on every test suite, so it's really helpful, guys. And Alex, because he just gives me time for making this possible. Thank you, guys. You're awesome. Okay, so question and answer. So just for the story, this is Merlin, my nephew, which is why the module is called Merlin. Is it cool? It's cool. So any question?
Just, I think it was Ghost Driver.
Ghost Driver?
That's
Okay.
the driver that runs without the browser, but can still run JS.
Okay. Cool. Ghost Driver.
So then, no browser necessary.
No problem.
Ghost driver.
Yeah, because Firefox is really slow, so you
Maybe
lose
use
a lot of
Phantom
time
JS.
to start Firefox.
Exactly.
It can be really difficult. So no question? 44? Okay. As you want. So you can have a coffee.
Show them where to find the sandbox.
What?
The sandbox.
Oh yeah. Good idea. So for the moment it's really developer stuff, but if you type in Merlin Drupal, you have Merlin of Chaos in first, which is, I mean, normal. But in second, this is my module here. So this is really okay. So you should see that because I'm connecting. My logo is wonderful. And so if you want to download it, it's quite a bit, because it's not really a project for the moment, it's a sandbox. So just go in the commit, open one commit, and get a snapshot here. Maybe there's another way, I always use this. Yeah, here, snapshot. And you will have the module. It's a bit complicated, but Drupal works like that. So it's not really a module for the moment. I'm waiting for the test to be really a good testing suite, and after I will publish it on Drupal, like other modules. Yeah. So I think that's it. Thank you very much for coming.
What about if people want to contribute?
Oh yeah, I need help. If someone is really interested by this project, just contact me and we will do a lot of stuff. I have a lot of ideas for this and I need help. Really, I'm the only one working on that for the moment. So if you want to come, just send me a mail. I will show you my mail again. And here, my mail, really simple. Just write me a mail and we'll do some good stuff. I'm happy.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
try your